and welcome to this edition of Outdoor Wonders, a devotional where we discover biblical lessons from God's great outdoors. I'm your host, David Garner. For more devotionals and object lessons, visit outdoorlessons.org.
Today's lesson is titled, The Raincoat of Faith. Our key text, above all, taking up the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the evil one. Ephesians 6:16, WEB. If you have ever had to depend on a rain jacket in a storm, then you have no doubt been thankful for its ability to repel water. Or, perhaps you have spent a wet, stormy night outside and been grateful for a dry tent. What makes it possible for these fabrics to repel water? A lot of technology goes into the fabrics that keep us dry in the rain. We often take this technology for granted. But the waterproof fabrics we enjoy today have only been around for a few decades. Before modern things like Gore-Tex and Nikwax, rain gear and tents were made of much heavier fabrics and often were not as water resistant. Modern waterproofing methods are the result of years of research and constant improvements. This is one reason why good waterproofing is so expensive. If you have ever been kept dry by a nice raincoat or tent, then you probably felt it was worth the high cost and extensive work put into its design. The same is true for a warrior and his shield. What warrior would not purchase the best shield and armor he could afford? This is indeed a situation to buy the brand name and not the generic off-brand. Paul, in Ephesians 6:16, compares faith to a warrior's shield. A shield is the first line of defense against the enemy. Likewise, a raincoat is the first line of defense against foul weather. Here we see the first comparison to faith. It is our first line of defense against the enemy's attacks. Both a warrior and a camper want their gear made with skill. Skill takes time and practice to acquire. This is the second comparison, and a key reason, why Paul likens faith to armor. We need to spend time exercising and developing our faith, just like a craftsman would his skill. We need to read and memorize the promises of God so they are available when we need them. You would not venture into the woods without a raincoat if you knew there was a chance of rain. Neither should we go about without God's promises when we know there's a good chance we will need to exercise our faith. Here's a question to ponder. Did you pack your raincoat of faith today?
For more devotionals and object lessons, please subscribe and visit outdoorlessons.org.